Welcome back to the Stovetop. This Cocktails with Squib video is a request by Misfits Darling. She wants me to make a Brandy Alexander. Well, I've never heard of this, so I had to look it up. And from what I can tell, it seems to be a chocolate flavored alcoholic drink. Now, it's very simple to make, at least from the information I was able to find. You're going to use brandy or cognac, which is brandy from the cognac region of France. You're going to use crème de cacao. You're going to use cream, for example, this ordinary half and half, and you garnish it with ground nutmeg. So this is a very simple drink to make. Now I'm going to make two versions. I'm going to make the first one with brandy, and I'll make the second one with cognac, and I'll tell you what I think of them. First though, what I'm going to do is I'm going to taste test the crème de cacao. Now, I've had this for a long time. This newer bottle here is just in case. But I don't know what I made with this. I have no idea, but it's been around for a while. I can't remember what it tastes like. It smells, it's kind of got an alcohol smell to it. I'll go ahead and pour it, just a little bit. I'll tell you what I think of the taste of this. This is not something that you would have stand alone. It's a little bit thick and syrupy in consistency. That's sweet. That's sweet. Kind of a milk chocolate. That's actually, yeah, it tastes like Hershey syrup. That's actually pretty good. This may be a pretty good drink. So let's go ahead and get to making it. So what I've got here is a shaker that is mostly full of ice. Now, the recipe I found on chowhound.com calls for 1 ounce of brandy. In this case, I'm using the E&J VSOP, and there's different grades of brandy. This is a better grade of brandy. I think this is maybe the second one up. So I'll go ahead and measure about 1 ounce. I'm just using a 2-ounce shot glass there. Pour that in. And I happen to like brandy and cognac, so this ought to be pretty good. And then 1 ounce of crème de cacao. And then 1 ounce of cream. Go ahead and pull a little tab out of there. Put the top on. Shake it. I forgot the glass. A chilled martini glass. So, strain it into the chilled martini glass. It looks like chocolate milk. It's frothy. And then you garnish it with some ground nutmeg. This is something I just got in the baking section at the grocery store. Just a little dash of it. All right, let's try it out. I don't get any distinct smell off of it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. One of the nice things about editing software is if you have to step away from the video for a couple minutes, you can just fade in an animation. So where I was getting at with this was that it's good. It's actually better than what I thought. However, I did notice that the chocolate syrup taste is not as strong in this drink, and maybe it's just everything else kind of dilutes it a little bit. I'm going to take another sip here. You can taste some alcohol in the front and the middle, but that chocolate, that milk chocolate just smooths everything over. This is actually a drink that I would recommend if you had somebody who maybe wasn't really much of a drinker. They wanted to have a cocktail with you, but they weren't much of a drinker, and they like chocolate or chocolate milkshakes, things like that. I think they would like this. Now, something interesting. I just gave it a little bit of nutmeg. I don't taste any of that in there. I don't smell it, taste it, any of that. But that might just be me. Yeah, this is a lot better than I thought. Let me go ahead and make another one. This time I'll use cognac. Unlike last time, this time I've got a chilled glass ready. Now I've rinsed the shaker, put new ice in it, rinsed the shot glass, and the recipe I found for the Brandy Alexander with cognac I found on liquor.com, and it's pretty much the same thing. It does call for 1.5 ounces of cognac instead of 1 ounce of brandy. So we'll go ahead and follow the directions. And then 1 ounce of crème de cacao. And then 1 ounce of cream. Go ahead and shake it up. Strain it into the martini glass. Same thing, except this doesn't seem to be as frothy as last time. It's a light brown, kind of like a chocolate shake. I'll see if I can give it a little bit more nutmeg this time around. There we go. A little bit heavier. See if I notice it this time. Yeah, I can smell the nutmeg, but it just really doesn't have a really strong alcoholic smell or anything. Let's go ahead and take a sip. Okay, now the cognac is a little bit more of a pronounced taste, and with an extra 1/2 ounce, you can definitely taste the alcohol in it. But the crème de cacao and the 1/2 and 1/2 still kind of mitigate that, and it's not, I don't think it's excessively strong. Somebody who really doesn't drink at all might taste it more than I do, and they might say, this is a little bit too strong for me. But if you want something that maybe you want to taste a little bit of the alcohol in there, or you're more of a cognac person as opposed to just ordinary brandy, that 1.5 ounces is, I think it's still okay. Yeah, you can really get the alcohol on the back end of it. So my recommendation is, if you're having guests over, or you're looking for something that really just tastes like a chocolate shake, go with the 1 ounce of each ingredient and just use the brandy. Any grade of brandy will work. So, Misfits Darling, thank you for requesting that I do this video. I think I'm going to make a few more of these today, and we'll enjoy them on a nice hot summer day out on the front deck. Thanks for watching.